guys, it's me, Alice, and this is my first video in this new house. Okay, anyways, let's just get started. Redesigning Sans Fangirls. What do I think about it? I think that it is completely harmless and actually very helpful for these fangirls. Most of the time. Here's the thing, is people record the speed paint or something like that and then just slap it all into a video and that's it. They don't actually give any explanations about their design or why they added this, why they added that, why they removed this, why they removed that. They don't actually explain why it could potentially be better than the original design or the original design's flaws. When I originally saw these videos many months ago, back in like November, December and such, I was going to do the exact same thing, just make a video without actually explaining anything. Well, now I have improved with the quality of my videos and I have improved with reasoning and such, so this time it's going to be different. Instead of just recording the images or recording the speed paints or anything like that, I am going to be explaining some flaws in the original design and why I tried to make it better. If these fangirls are watching, well, this was a pretty long time ago. I don't even know if you guys are fangirls anymore, so whatever. Note that I only did this for fun and also to help out, give some advice and constructive criticism on the designs of some of your characters. This is not to bash on or shame anyone at all whatsoever. And if you want to use these designs, go right on ahead, but be sure to credit me, please, because I did come up with them. Now, some of these Sans fangirls I don't necessarily know the names of, so whatever. Let's just get started, and I hope you guys like these designs.
Also, these drawings are from like forever ago, so please don't give me any constructive criticism on them because they're just absolutely horrible and I don't like them anymore. This is how I draw now. The drawing that you're seeing on the screen right here, this is how I draw now, so please do not give me any constructive criticism on these because I know they suck.
They're old, okay? So first off, we have this awful drawing of a Sans fangirl who I do not know and I do not know their name. But this is the original design and this is what they look like afterward. So some flaws in the original design. First of all, the rainbow hair, well, you could definitely improve with that. Sure, rainbow hair could totally work out with the design, but it just doesn't make any sense to make the hair really pastel and soft and then make everything else really dark on the design. The majority of the character appears to have dark colors, so I decided to make the hair a more dark color as well. Another thing I noticed is how the tail is kind of a brightish red or darker pink, and I decided to make that and the hair the same color. That way at least something could match in the design. And if we were to get rid of the rainbow hair, well, what colors would the ears be? Well, I'm glad you asked. I don't know why I'm glad you asked, but you're gonna get your answer. So basically I decided to make the ears and the skin the same color because we already have plenty of colors in our design here. And that's pretty much all I really have to say, because besides the hair color and the ears and such, I think it's pretty much a decent design. It's pretty unique compared to other OCs. Moving on to the next one. The next one we have here is, well, good thing it was a long time ago. So this is the original design. Unfortunately, there wasn't a full body, so I just had to assume what the rest of our OC looked like, and here's what it looks like after. So, like I said before, these art pieces and these redesigns are pretty old, but I still, agree with them, except for this part. Why? Okay, I changed the hairstyle to look like that one typical style that pretty much almost every single skeleton OC has.
Why?
I mean, I guess it does kind of match with the outfit and the style overall. But anyways, I decided to make the hair only one color because all these different colors were just very distracting and didn't match with anything else in the design. I chose the greenish turquoise kind of color in her hair because I thought it looked better with the rest of the design. I also changed her neon pink outfit to a nice little purple dress. I thought it just matched better overall with the design. I'm also not exactly sure what color her OC's eyes were supposed to be, so I just made them a lighter purple. And again, I couldn't see the entire OC, so I just gave her some boots. I guess I was kind of going for that rock star look, you know what I mean? And I kept the spike color the way it is. And of course, back then I was awful at drawing skeleton heads. I'm sorry. Now, a lot of the colors in the old one were very eye-blinding, such as the multiple different colors in the hair that didn't even match remotely, and the tank top dress thing that she has. So, I went for something way more desaturated and calm. And I made the colors darker for more of a rock star, rebel kind of look, And that's pretty much the redesign right there. Again, go on ahead and use it if you like, but if not, that's cool too. Just be sure to credit me if you do. And now on to the next design. Now this person was a troll, and also their design is perfectly fine in my opinion, so I don't really know why I did this. But whatever, this is a Redesigning Sans fangirl video, and these are old, so I guess it doesn't matter, and you know what, I'm just gonna show it anyways. Also, sorry if you hear both rain and wind in the background, because today my weather just decided to absolutely hate me. Anyways, so this is how her design looked before, and this is how it looks after. Okay, but seriously, what happened to the glorious hair? Like, all she really needed was like some desaturation in the hair colors because it was a tiny bit bright, and that's it. Like, literally the rest of the design is perfectly fine on its own. Look at this, it's just a nice little skeleton with pretty hair and some relaxing, calm clothes with just relaxing, calm colors, and I butchered it. I honestly hate how there's just a random yellowish, weird orange sweater, like it doesn't even go with anything at all whatsoever. And I also ruined her hair. It's not this nice gradient anymore, it's just... I do not like how this redesign turned out, and I'm just going to move on to the next one now. The next one is a Sans fangirl who I really despise. Well, maybe not anymore because, this was a long time ago, of course, and they could have changed. But back then, they were an awful person. Lullaby, the sequel. You know how movie sequels are usually worse than the original? Yeah, that applies to this too. Unless, of course, she's changed. So this was the original design, and this is the design afterwards. Honestly, looking back on this drawing, it isn't even that bad, and I fully agree with how it looks. So first of all, major issue with the design. It's very, very bright and neon. You don't want that in your design, okay? You do not want it at all. So I desaturated the colors quite a bit and also made the darkish blue on most of her fur a bit of a different shade of blue. I honestly think it looks pretty nice. Now, this is just my personal opinion. I thought it matched better with the new design, but in her old one, as you can see, the ears are kind of purplish pinkish. And in the new redesign, it has kind of a darker blue inside. And I also changed her hairstyle. I don't know why, but I feel like with longer hair, you seem more delicate, and as you can see here, she's not very delicate. So I did this kind of ponytail thing. I thought it made her look more like a rebel or something. I also gave her purple eyes because why the heck not? And I also gave her some scars on her cheek because I thought it fit her OC better. She's kind of edgy, as you can see. Which there's nothing wrong with, by the way, just as long as it doesn't practically define your OC. I say that, but I have a super edgy OC, and edginess literally does define it, but I guess it's kind of a joke OC. Is that an excuse? I don't know. Jokes are cool, right? The next person deleted their channel for some reason. I don't know why. Honestly, they had a lot of potential and they were very talented. Their drawing style was very unique and cute, and I really do hope to see them return sometime soon. But here we go, Callie the Kitten, one of my favorite Sans fangirls despite the fact that she was a yandere. Again, these redesigns were created quite a while ago and I do not agree with this one at all. I don't think it was necessary for Callie the Kitten to have a redesign to her OC. Like, literally, I was just making it just to make it. Okay, but like, isn't that what Redesigning Sans fangirls videos are today? Like, now people just redesign them just because they want to redesign them and just because they're Sans fangirls, and that's pretty much it. Also, the majority of Redesigning Sans fangirls videos that I have seen are just drawing the fangirls with maybe one or two differences, one or two minor differences, and that's it. Whatever, that's kind of what this was too. So yeah, I don't agree with this redesign at all because I don't think it was necessary. I think her OC was perfectly fine on its own. But whatever, you know me, always getting into stupid crap. The good old days haven't changed one bit. Okay, so apparently I decided to give her a full-out dress instead of like the crop top and the skirt or whatever you want to call that. I also got rid of the heart, which I do actually kind of agree with because for some reason every single Sans fangirl who I have seen has like a heart or something on their shirt and it's pretty generic now. It was pretty overused at the time and it still is, so I decided to get rid of that fully. While I do think that the design looks better without it, I still don't agree with it at all. I think that Callie the kitten was perfectly fine on her own and she did not deserve a redesign at all. So you know what, at this point, we're just gonna move on. Next up is Rhea Sand's wife and girlfriend, and I really did not like this person all that much. If you've seen my Callie the Kitten review, you may know some things about her. She was really disrespectful to her fans and just treated them like they were her slaves or something. And she never really appreciated compliments. She just tried to roast to anyone who ever commented on any of her videos, ever. And I decided to redesign her, so let's go! This is part of the original design, and here's what it looks like afterwards.
Oh my gosh, dude, the drawing's so bad!
So I decided to give her brown hair instead of blue hair because I thought it fit with the colors better, and like that blue hair is very neon and I think it just doesn't fit with her OC. I decided to give her brown eyes to match with her brown hair, and this is one of those OCs who doesn't even really have an eye color, so I don't even understand that. But yeah, here's how it looks afterwards, and I also decided to change her shirt and I believe skirt. You can kind of see just a little inch of it. It's slightly darker than her shirt. I decided to turn that into a nice long dress, and I think it looks pretty decent, but her boobs though, her boobs look so weird. So yeah, that's that design. Moving on to the next one. This here is Crystal the Fox, who occasionally traced Rosali, but here's what their own drawings looked like back in the day. Now this was one of the redesigns that I was most proud of. Voila! The brand new Crystal the Fox. Here's how the original design looked, and here's how it looks afterwards. The color palette is amazing! I'm sorry, but can I be a little confident in my art too sometimes? Even old art? But anyways, I'm getting ahead of myself. Things that I decided to change in the original design was the fact that she had long dark blue hair and a long dark blue tail, with a little light tip on it that matched with the rest of her fur. So I twisted this up a little bit. Now I did keep the light fur, but I decided to make the majority of the tail a lighter fur instead of a darker one. And then I made the tip of the tail darker, like the paws, like the ears, like the nose, and everything like that. And you may be thinking the hair as well, but it's actually a slightly lighter shade than the ears and such. And also I decided to give her a shorter hairstyle. I don't know why, but I thought it looked cuter with what I was going for. I just think it looks nicer, but looking back at this, I feel like I should have given her long hair with the style that I was going for. And I feel like it would have gone better with the outfit, but that's just me. Now speaking of the outfit, yes, I decided to change that as well. The purple is a bit hard to look at and it's very saturated, so I decided to fix that and make it more of a pastel pinkish purple. I also made it a cute little jacket with a white shirt underneath. I don't know why, but I think it just looks adorable. Then I settled with some gray pants because pretty much everything looks good with gray pants. Heck, even my current fursona has gray pants. Alright, now we're going to move on to the final redesign of this video. Yes, there will be more in the future because I have some extras. But the final one for this video, 3, 2, 1, ah!